Shalom, welcome to Out of Africa Torah Session. My name is Tatra Cohen, and this week we are on the Torah portion, Vaera, and I appeared. This is coming from the book of Exodus from chapter 6 to chapter 9. I find this Torah portion very interesting. There's a lot of things actually being spoken of. And surprisingly, the great guy of all time, Moshe himself, he begins to complain, giving all kinds of excuse. I cannot go to Pharaoh because I'm a man of impeded tongue. I cannot do this. And what will the children of Israel say? So many excuses, you can go through them. But one thing which I find Moshe to have forgotten was who had sent him. And many of us today fall in this trap. We tend to forget who has actually sent us on this mission. And we tend to forget also that the one who has sent us in this mission is actually the one who commands the environment, the challenges, and everything that surrounds us. The Lord himself, the creator of heavens and earth. And this is what the rabbi said. Well, the impeded tongue, according to Rashi, it meant that someone with a heavy tongue, not necessarily mean the tongue would stop or you won't be able to bring the words properly. But it meant something of incapable. In other words, he found himself wanting probably the vocabulary that was needed to communicate with Pharaoh. He was found wanting in that. Probably the vocabulary or the language that was needed, the language which was in the halakhic standing to talk to the children of Israel, Moshe was found wanting. Mind you, remember how he was raised, how he was brought up. It was almost impossible for him to communicate to the children of Israel, especially bringing the message of such magnitude. And when he considered all these facts, he found himself wanting. But I have a message for you today. In that very moment you find yourself wanting is exactly the moment where the Lord wants to show his power, his glory, to show what he is capable of. So my message is very simple. Instead of you relying on your strength, why don't you find strength in the Lord, considering your weaknesses, that he would give you the strength. He would make you able. He will enable you to do great and exploits. As the word tells us, they that know their God shall do exploits. And eventually, when the Lord managed to convince Moshe that you are not alone in this, it is I actually who is going to accompany you. Even all the words that you shall speak shall carry power. And his mission later on was very successful, because after realizing his weaknesses, he then put his trust in the God of Israel. And that's what you and I should do. We're surrounded with so many problems today. You can give them as an excuse. But instead of you wasting your time naming and numbering all kinds of weaknesses you have, it will be better of a choice just to put your trust and faith in the God of Israel. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all.